Inside the new Air Force One 2022. Have you ever flown across the country in first class? If you have, I can tell you right now that there is an even fancier way to fly the skies. The President of the United States mode of air travel is one of the most sought after in the entire world. The gizmos and gadgets you've seen on television aren't just a figure of imagination. Inventions as cool as laser beams, holograms, and fingerprint scanners actually exist and can be found in this very plane. This is LUXCOVE, and in this video, we'll be taking a look at the US President's private luxury vehicle. This aircraft is the inspiration of one of Nike's best-selling shoe models that are worn and flaunted by the most talented rappers, artists, and influencers today. That's right, it's the Air Force One. Before we dive into this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on more luxurious content. Now let's jump right into it. Taking the president from one place to another is no easy job because they are the most important person in the country. The security has to be tight. However, that's not all it takes to fly a president across the different countries of the world. The United States president shouldn't just be safe, they should also be able to travel in comfort and style. The Air Force One is the official air traffic control sign of the U.S. Air Force that carries the president. It has been used by the various U.S. leaders for over a number of decades, and it even inspired the production of a Hollywood blockbuster action movie starring Harrison Ford. The plane's signature call sign, Air Force One, has become a household name and is expected to keep up with the progress of technology and time. Let's look at the new and improved Air Force One. Since 1990, the Boeing 747-200 has been the model mostly associated with the AF-1. It has reportedly carried 5 presidents as well as delegates and high-ranking officials over the last 30 years. The economy class has flown tons of times in a Boeing model, but you won't see the president riding in a typical one. It's the president we're talking about, and so naturally, they require something more elegant. The sophisticated presidential plane comes complete with 5-star bedrooms, several meeting rooms, communication rooms, and a defense system to keep their safety in check. During Obama's term, an order of 2 replacement planes were made to aid the American fleet, costing over $4 billion. President Obama chose to stick with the Boeing company even after they released their 747-8 model. Of course, it has to include a presidential suite that is absolutely fit for a king. With a new model's upgrade, it is able to fly further and faster than it did before. This feature also enables the plane to cut down on the carbon footprint. Though normally the newer features are kept a secret, there are some modifications that we're able to still take a peek at. The presidential 747-8 plane has a communication system, a meeting room, a medical aid sector, and laser infrared sensors for defense against missiles. Sounds like something out of a Marvel movie that is sure to last for a long time. The plane is the longest passenger plane on Earth and is larger than an NBA basketball court. It's also probably the most important aircraft today, but remodeling the Boeing was not a piece of cake. To put the gigantic plane together, it took a team of world-class scientists, engineers, and architects to complete it. Compared to the other older models, the interior of this newly refurbished plane has a much more minimalist style. In the front of the aircraft is a presidential suite where meetings are held and crucial decisions are made. The suite includes state-of-the-art furniture with a full-sized bathroom for the convenience of freshening up during a long flight. The design was inspired by a 1980s interior and can only be accessed by the VIP themselves. Though it is not as luxurious as the new model, the original plane had a medical facility that only had a bunker and a few seats, making it look more like a clerk's office than it did a clinic. The newly repaired model, however, has a hospital bed, a sanitary station, and the latest medical tools in technology. Best believe this clinic is fully equipped, most especially during medical emergencies, complete with a fully stocked pharmacy. If needed, the president will be at ease knowing he has the best medical assistance even while flying thousands of feet above the ground. Since technology wasn't as advanced as before, the old presidents had to use telephones that are connected by a cord. Unlike today, people get everything they need on a single rectangular gadget. To ensure easy access to the metaverse, the new model features a series of cell phones and touchscreen pads installed on the plane, making exchanging information quicker since the presidents are always busy. Almost all of the features in this plane are leaving the old catalog stage and are moving up into the newer, better digital age. The energy used to fuel the plane will be converted to fit the more eco-friendly and quieter engines, giving a more relaxing and stress-free flight. This eco-friendly conversion uses 16% less fuel than the older model. The cabin's kitchen has been increased in size and is now able to produce up to 2,000 meals for all the passengers. The plane has a line of top chefs that will make your meals taste like it came from a 5-star restaurant. You can expect the regular guests of the presidents to be heads of state, thus it is important to keep their meals as delicious as possible. The original brown paint in the presidential meeting room has been replaced by a white, more modern look. The interior has also had a full-sized window installed throughout the body of the plane to give the passengers a view above the clouds. The 7478 presidential suite has also been changed from a rustic, earthy tone to a white minimalist aesthetic, a revamp that surely helps the presidents relax while they do what they do. The Air Force One gives the country's most important officials the satisfaction of their home, even while doing their jobs. This is why AF1 is definitely something to be reckoned with. Whether for a simple family vacation or going to an important meeting with other delegates, Air Force One is considered a fortress in the sky with a complete military defense system. Most importantly, it serves as a home for our hardworking world leaders. It surely took a fortune to produce such a high-quality plane. As time goes by, the evolution of the Boeing models will continue to get even more high-tech and may even include holograms as seen in the Avengers headquarters. After all, with today's brilliant minds partnered with a huge amount of money, nothing is impossible when it comes to technology. Combining this with keeping the design updated and fresh, the presidential planes to come will be more and more suitable to a world leader's liking. The renovations will surely make discussions of politics, countries, and future plans a little bit easier for the US president. In fact, this may even increase the plane's value for years to come. There is a reason why this plane is a presidential favorite, and now we can see why. Air Force One prioritizes comfort and safety over anything, ensuring a pleasant time away from the jarring and stressful problems of the world. Signing papers, looking through the stacks of documents, and making presidential decisions are much more bearable when you have a view of white clouds and amazing sunsets hovering beside the plane. Is the new Air Force One better than the older model? Which feature of the presidential plane is your favorite? Also, what do you think of this video? Let us know in the comments section below and tell us your thoughts on this luxurious, newly renovated Air Force One. Don't forget to leave a like, and again, this is LUXCOVE, and we hope you've enjoyed this sneak peek inside the Air Force One. We'll see you on our next installment.